Good day, everybody. This is Dexter Nathan. That's my name, and the day is November the 16th, and the year is 2024. I just did. This is a movie review. I just whatever. See, if something bothers me, I like to get it out of my chest, and YouTube. You know, being mindful of the fact that you cannot say everything, but it's a good outlet for me, someone like me. Uh, as far as the world affairs are concerned, what's going on in the world, uh, YouTube is a good outlet. But I do different things. When I take a vacation, also I talk about it. Uh, and if something bothers me, in I don't talk about my personal matters, but generally outside me, if it really bothers me, I try to, if it bothers me to an extent that I want to get it out of my chest, yes, I do it. YouTube, yes, that's my only outlet. This is about a movie known as Ganguva, starring Surya and a host of others. Surya is uh, one of my favorite Indian actors. I won't even say South Indian because I'm not into North Indian movies. For one reason, I don't understand the language, and the other thing, I don't know. I'm never into North Indian movies. Well, that said, the mind you that I usually like Surya, and I never say anything negative about movies, and because I'm mindful of the fact it movie business or the movie uh, production is the combined effort of so many people, and as I understand, there are 24 crafts involved, and so all these technicians like you know be it a light boy or editor or the script writer or the you name it, all these 24 crafts have to come together to make a very very to bring out a very successful output. That said, uh, so I don't like to, because there are so many families involved, and it's a living for them. And if you come out and say negative, uh, the fact that you have YouTube, anybody can do a YouTube video. So just because YouTube is an easy outlet for you to for someone to come out and say something bad about all these people who are putting their heart and soul and effort and money to ruin their effort because that's their living. I don't think uh, it's conscionable. It's justifiable. So even when I have to do a review, I try to go easy. I just talk about the positives when the negatives are too too I guess too prominent, and you got to I generally I try to just say it on a surface level by way of suggestion that could have avoided these things and could have been a better you could have made a better output. That's me. uh, but here I got to change my approach with this movie, exclusively with this movie, the highest budgeted movie, so to speak, as I understand. And this is the lousiest movie I have ever seen in such, uh, made in such a huge budget. I don't know what they're trying to. I mean, they must be cocky. They leave the director aside, because director. I'm a producer side because producer is just a financial. Director, yeah, he's a culprit here. Even even the star Surya should take some responsibility. I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they're not thinking with their head, or they're undermining the intelligence of the movie-going audience. Granted that Indian Tamil cinema audience, they are not, they are far-fetched. They like, uh, movies that has nothing to do with reality. Say, as they say, art imitates life, life imitate art. But these audience, they think life should be life should be like cinema. So they try to, forgetting that it's an art form, they try to imitate art, and such is their intelligence. Uh, that's why we see in Tamil movies. Uh, they cross the boundaries between reality and fantasy. Even I Rajmouli is a great director. I made Bahubali, fantastic movie, except that last scene where when the battle scene, all the palmyra trees, the heroes. Soldiers, they are climbing on palmyra trees and they're pulling the palmyra trees because that's a huge fortress. The fortress is closed. They have to somehow penetrate, or they infiltrate into the fortress. They let go of the palmyra tree. It's like uh, what is it, like a rubber band. It just goes, the elasticity is such, they are flying into the fortress and falling there. It looks very cartoonish. So one of the things, even the RRR, though it's a highly acclaimed movie, great plot line and everything, but uh, Raj Mouli, as great as he is, he has a tendency to cross the line between reality and fantasy. Because the part when I saw the last scene, I stopped watching because these guys are throwing the motorbikes like it's like some kind of rubber ball, flipping the motorbikes and just throwing and throwing into the British fortress, and it was just too ridiculous. So that's I'm trying to illustrate the where the line should be drawn between reality and fantasy, right? But Tamil movie tends to always incorporate unrealistic scenes that's far fetched from reality. Songs, dancing in the beach, famous. Uh, in the movie, on screen, it looks wow, out of the ordinary. When I visited Marina Beach, that's another story, right? The stench is unbearable. People are going to get annoyed, and they say that's the second beach in the world. These people have not stepped out of the country, and somehow they form this. They have this parochial view, so they are proud of their, you know, you know. Even in Sri Lanka, it's the same thing. When you go talk to those people, they say Sri Lanka is the most beautiful country in the world. So I said, how many countries have you visited? Ah, no. Okay. So where do you get this perception that Sri Lanka is the most beautiful country in the world? Yes, it is a beautiful island in a sense because it has diverse climatic conditions. There's cold weather like England in a place called Norelia. The rest is all humid, just like Malaysia or India or whatever. Right. So it just people have these views, and we cannot criticize them because they'll get uh, they'll get very offended, and they'll come at you. So you have to leave them alone. So similarly, in Tamil movies, you have a certain type of audience, and yes, they make movies to cater to there because they know whatever stupid movies they make far-fetched from reality, like a hero dodging bullets, uh, skinny, scrawny hero flying and beating up 50 people, let alone 50 people. I saw a movie, one of the heroes going to Madurai city to rescue the damsel, the heroine, so to speak. And there are about over 200 people with machetes and, uh, you know, all these weapons coming at him. He's dodging all the people. Unbelievable. And but people is don't want to mention the name. I, who cares? I'll mention their name. Vijay Sethupathi, right? But he's a popular star, and there are audience who would appreciate scenes like this, who would tolerate this nonsense, ridiculous, you know, not even far fetched. It's I would say ridiculous. I don't want to use colloquial slang and to make it but it's real down to earth BS, right? We'll stop at that about criticizing the Indian cinema, but there have been good cinemas too, few and far between. One such director is Bala, but now he's, as we understand, he's also going a little uh, crazy, and his last few movies haven't been good. But he made good movies uh, early on in his career. But this movie will come to Ganguva. I don't know what the director is thinking. I don't know the star of the movie. I mean, I thought he would read the script and get the idea of the synopsis of the movie and the plot line, right? Maybe he's too busy, he's so successful now, he has no time. So he probably trusts the director. I think director is Jnanavel Raja. Somehow it happens to be Surya, the star leading artist in the movie, one of the leading actors in South, uh, said to be his relative or cousin brother or somebody. So he probably trusted him. And the other thing is, these people are undermining the intelligence of the audience, and the yes, even the stupidest audience come out and say, I couldn't bear it because I don't know what they're trying to say. What's the plot line? I don't know. What is the connection? Yeah, you see, there's a young boy being shown, like, and his mother is uh, Surya is a tribal leader or some kind. They say there are 5 islands. Don't look it up on the map. This is happening in the. This is last birth, previous birth, and the current birth. Surya, they showing they are as someone living in Goa at the Portuguese colony. So mostly they are called Anglo-Indians. So they would speak Tamil with a kind of an anglicized uh, manner. So these guys are trying to do a phony Tamil accent. There's a movie director. Uh, he just did a lot of movies with Rajnikant. Uh, his name escapes me. Uh, he's putting on a phony accent. I mean, when you are in front of the camera, when you are acting, it has to be natural. It has to be spontaneous. Without that, if you think, see, like the famous, who's the famous Hollywood actress? Meryl Streep, I think. Yeah, Meryl Streep. Once said, if you don't take the character into your soul, no matter how much effort you put in, the histrionics that's coming out of you will not look natural. Another Hindi, North Indian, I accidentally watched an interview, but it was in English, and they spoke English well. And the actress said exactly the same words. She said, unless you feel these histrionics in your heart, your emotions that you're manifesting, what you're giving out by way of actor or actress portraying a character will not come out natural. It'll look phony. right? I mean, she didn't say phony. I'm just adding that word, but that's what she said. So first, I like Surya, by the way. I never criticized. If you watch other movies, you know how I'm giving raving reviews and, you know, saying things, flattering him to sky high because, you know, what's good has to be appreciated, not because you have you have YouTube. You cannot go. I think you have to be conscionable, you know. Uh, so I don't like to do that. But this is for the English audience, and all these elite people in the movie industry. They all understand because they have gone to private colleges and they all speak English. I have seen uh, once in the studio set uh, Gautam Menon, uh, Jyotika, and Surya. They are doing, I think, I don't know which movie, but you know they are conversing in English, but the script is in Tamil. So they are conversing in English, so like as though it's the language. So these people should understand, and also the Western audience. There are a lot of people because of YouTube now. They are watching Tamil movies and they are giving. They call it reaction videos. They do nothing. Uh, they won't have to say anything, uh, but sit and watch. Sometimes families sit together, watch and react to the movie, and their reaction they they shoot it in a camera or whatever phone, and then they upload videos. So anyways, there are a lot of Americans who are watching Tamil movies, reaction videos. There are two or three I saw, and so people who are interested in Indian movies should know this is the crappiest movie I have ever seen in Tamil in such a huge budget. I'm not mincing my words here, right? Sorry to say it. I don't know what the hell they are trying to convey in this movie. Either they are thinking the audience are idiots, or they are deluded themselves, not knowing what they are doing, or you know, I think they are undermining the intelligence of the audience. That's my view on this. The dumbest, stupidest movie I've ever seen in made in such a huge budget. Need I say more? I think I'll stop at that. But the reason why I'm saying this is not to hurt anybody. But if you simply let it go, they'll make. Uh, I mean, if the audience don't condemn the movies openly, they will continue to make stupid movies, crappy movies like this. In and not only they are fooling themselves, they're trying to not only they're fooling the audience, they're fooling themselves. So high time the audience come out and say, speak the truth by way of criticism, so that they will make quality movies and they'll focus on the movie. Budget alone cannot make a huge budget alone cannot make a good movie. You need creative creative output, and certain amount of good intelligence goes into it. And without that, if you think you can fool the audience, you're sadly mistaken. I will say no more. Thank you for listening to this.